Welcome back to Made by Heart Homestead. Tonight I'm going to be planting my onions and my cabbage. And I thought I would bring you along to show you how I do it. I have never planted onions from seed before, so this is going to be a first. Usually I buy the sets and set them out. Cabbage I usually sowed directly in the garden. But tonight I'm going to be planting it in this 36 cell seed tray. So let's get started with the onions. Let me get my little... I'm just going to kind of furrow that a little bit. Put 3 rows. We'll see how that goes. It's wanting to clump up. Okay. I'm just going to put a few in there. I don't need a whole lot because my garden's not that big this year. Lighting's not very good in here either. I'm just going to rake a little bit of soil over top of them, not very deep. And that's all there is to that. So we're going to set this outside tomorrow and see how they do. So now we're going to go on to this. I picked this up the other day at Lowe's. I had that 72 seed tray, and I didn't want to be taking the lid on and off as I was planting different things. So I picked this up, and this is what it looked like. And I'm taking that one back because this just didn't, it wasn't as easy as that, as the little pods that have the netting around them. This came with little discs, and you put water on them, and they grew into these long, they fluffed up like those do, but then you have to go back and break them up to fill up the little tray. I don't care for that. With the other ones, you just poke a hole, put your seed in. This is just not as easy as that. And I have neck problems anyway, so getting my arms up like this for very long doesn't work. So, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and use this one, and I'm going to take that one back tomorrow probably and get something different. But we are going to plant 16 cabbages. So let me get started with that. I'll put a couple in each. A 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch. So let me even all these out. Alright, that's good enough. So I'm going to put a little hole about a 1/4 of an inch deep. I'm going to drop 1 or 2 in each hole. Well, we planted 18, but that'll be okay. So I'm going to go back and cover them. Another thing that I didn't care for about this watering system is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts to it. You got your tray, you got a stand underneath it that holds it up out of the water. You have a little black plastic or black mat that reaches down into the water in the tray and it draws it up into this, and then this, it doesn't snap down on there. It just sits, and I just don't know about it. So I'm going to mark my tray, and I will bring you all back in the morning when I put it on under the grow light, and when I take this outside, and I'll give you all updates on how they're doing. So it's the next morning, and I've got my cabbage underneath the light. I put cardboard on top of the heat mat, and it's really evened the heat out a lot. So we're going to see how the cabbage does. I'm going to take you out back and show you where I have the onions. Okay, we're in the backyard, and I've put the onions up here on the back windowsill, and I brought the screen down a little bit in case the wind blows so it doesn't blow it off. And I wanted to show you a little bit about our backyard. I hope the sun don't get too bright. Over here in this area is where we used to have our garden, and we haven't had a garden for a couple of years. We did do some container garden last year, but it didn't work out too well. Back here is our blackberry bushes, and they do really, really well. We've had them probably about 5 years, and we get a lot of blackberries off of them. And over here, let me take you over here and show you the comfrey. This is where I planted the comfrey last fall, and it is starting to come up right there. Now this one over here, it's starting to come back up right there. That one didn't do anything. That one just died. So that's our backyard, and that's gonna do it for today. Y'all have a blessed day.